Hello everybody, Lady De Winter here. Today I want to share with you my opinions on cotton yarns. Now, this is simply my opinion, okay? It's not anybody else's. This is how I feel about certain cotton yarns. You may not agree, and that is perfectly fine. There's no problem with you not agreeing with my assessment of various cotton yarns. But, I use a lot of cotton yarn. I really do. And I make everything from shirts to shawls to kitchen stuff to pet stuff to all kinds of stuff. Washcloths, you name it, I've made it all. And there are some good cotton yarns for certain things and some bad cotton yarns for certain things. We're going to talk about that today. Here are my opinions. I've tried and which ones work best on which projects. And yes, I'm using a script because I didn't want to forget any comments or anything. So, first of all, let's talk about Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, I love this cotton. This is good cotton for making garments. It is horrible cotton for making anything to do with towels, washcloths, dishcloths, because it sheds. It sheds its little fibers, which is, you don't want to eat the little fibers if you're washing your dishes with the stuff. So I cannot recommend Hobby Lobby yarn. Now, it is 100% cotton, but it's more of a brushed cotton. It's got little fibers, and I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, see all those little fibers? I'll do it up against my shirt. See all those little fibers? Those wind up on your dishes, on your body. Wherever you use this with water, the little fibers wind up. If you're washing something that has any kind of a texture to it, the fibers wind up on the textures. I cannot recommend this for anything other than clothing. Now, this stuff makes some great shirts. I'm not kidding you. It makes lovely, lovely shirts. I've made multiple shirts out of this. Shawls, it would make beautiful wearables. Okay, it'll make beautiful wearables, but I do not recommend it for kitchen use. Same with Cotton Sprout by Premier. I cannot recommend it for the same reason. It's got all those little fibers. See those little fibers? All those little fibers, and they come off on your kitchen utensils and dishes and face and in your mouth. I mean, but it's great cotton yarn for wearables. Very good cotton yarn. Now, they also have something called Hipster. Same deal. It's great for wearables. I wouldn't use it in my kitchen. Here's another cotton yarn, K&C, and this is by, I don't know who it's by. It doesn't say on the wrapper. I bought it accidentally once. Knit and Crochet. Okay, Knit and Crochet is the company. It is from, it is the same thing. It is the same thing. It's got the little fibers. See up against my t-shirt. See the little fibers. Yeah, you do not want to use this for anything to do with dishcloths, towels, that kind of thing. This is great for a wearable. I would make wearables out of this. So now let's get back to the yarns. Let's see, hold on. Oh, it also makes nice dust cloth. I forgot to mention this. The fibery yarn makes great dust cloth. It picks up the dust really, really well. So if you're going to make anything to do with dusting your home, that is a good yarn to use. Okay. Now, here's another Hobby Lobby yarn that I absolutely adore, and it is called Crafter Secret Cotton. It is a 100% cotton yarn, tiny little skeins, but they actually go quite far. I was surprised how far this little skein goes for being 95 yards of thread. Now, this I use constantly in my kitchen. Constantly. In fact, I have hot pads over there hanging up right now that is made out of this yarn. I love this stuff. This stuff makes great washcloths, great dish drawing mats, great pet mats, great. Use it in your kitchen. It does not have fibers. I'll hold it up against my shirt. You see, there is no fibers. You can see little tiny fibers. They don't come off. The little bit of fiber you might see does not come off, and that is why I love Crafter Secret for kitchen use. It is perfect. Now, this yarn you can make hot pads out of. It is 100% cotton, which is very important when you're making a hot pad because you don't want anything other than 100% cotton because the heat will melt anything else. Never make a hot pad out of acrylic. Never. So, the price is right at $2.99. It is a 4-ply. It is machine wash, dry, you name it, you can do it. I love this stuff. Another yarn that I really, really, really love is, let's see, what was the next one I was supposed to use? Oh, peaches and cream. I don't have any of it because I don't use it. Peaches and cream and sugar and cream. The reason I don't use that yarn is it is very, very stiff to work with and it hurts my hands bad. I have arthritis in both hands. My hands have been crushed and messed up, and you can see this finger here. It's all screwed up, and this one too. Now, I'm not giving you the finger. I'm showing you that my hands have been damaged in a plastic press years and years ago when I worked at a factory. That has caused me to have arthritis in both hands, and because I typed 95 words a minute for, oh my God, I don't remember how many years, I have carpal tunnel syndrome in both hands also. So I cannot use peaches and cream or sugar and cream. It is very, very stiff. I got fibers in my mouth. Ugh. That's why I hate putting that yarn too close to my face because it gets in your mouth. The finished projects are great and they last forever. I've got some stuff that I made out of sugar and cream yarn and peaches and cream yarn that I still use, and it's probably 10 years old. And that was back when I could actually use the yarn and my hands weren't so bad. But I can't use it now. It's good yarn. If you can use it, it's very good yarn. It's inexpensive. I just can't use it, so you will not see it featured in any of my videos. Unless they soften it and make it less stiff, then I'll consider using it. It does sometimes bleed color. That's something I will tell you. With the yarns I've showed you so far, I have not had a problem bleeding color, except for this one in red. It bled all over the place. So, Bernette Home Yarn. Now, I do not have a label on this. It is still a good yarn. It is 100% cotton. You can use it for hot pads. You can use it for dish rags. You can use it for anything you want to use it for. It is good cotton yarn. It's soft and pliable, meaning I can use it even with my hands. Bernat Home Yarn. It's soft. I've never used it for wearable, so I don't know, but for kitchen uses, it's great. Okay, we did those already. My next yarn is going to be, okay, I already did Lion Brand 24/7, but we'll do it again because I pulled that card. Lion Brand 24/7 is a, let's see, 100% mercerized cotton. I love this stuff. I love it for anything kitchen. Anything kitchen, but it is very thin. It says it's a 4-ply. I think it's more of a 3-ply personally. Let me show you a 4-ply up against it. Hold on. This is a 4-ply yarn, how thick it is. This is Lion Brand. Can you see the difference in width there, folks? Look at that. Look at the difference in width there. Yeah. So it says it's a 4-ply. I don't buy that. I usually double it with something. Usually I will double it. Now, if I make a pot holder out of it, I do not double it. It makes great pot holders. I mean, really nice pot holders. It makes great dishcloths. It makes great washcloths. It makes great dish drying mats, pet mats. You know, this stuff is good. I have never made a wearable out of it yet. I have never, it comes in pretty big size skeins too. I'm really surprised it's 186 yards. So it's a little bit pricier than most other cotton yarns, but in my personal opinion, it's very much worth it. It lots of colors and it never bleeds. I love this stuff for my kitchen. Okay. Premier Cotton Sprout, we already did that one. We did Premier Home Cotton. Loops and Threads Cotton. I will say I'm new to this stuff. I love, love, love it. In fact, one of my dish drying mats, one of my, oh God, one of the things around here somewhere is made with this, and I love, love, love it. It is an awesome yarn. In fact, I think the one dish towel I made, the gray and blue one, I think was made out of this instead of what I said it was made out of. I'm pretty sure that was Loops and Threads I made that out of. I could be wrong. I lose track sometimes because once I remove the band, I tend to forget what it is, except for this one because this is the only skein of blue I have in Bernat. So, but this is, and I'm sorry about my nose, guys. Forgot to bring my nose paper. Let's see. It's allergy season in Georgia, and my nose is giving me a fit. But yeah, I really like this stuff. It is 120 yards. It's not very expensive. It's only a couple bucks per skein. I have never used it to make clothes. Never. I've never made a wearable out of it yet. I have made a wearable, many, many wearables out of this. Many, many. But I have not made any wearables out of any of this cotton. I'm going to have to try that and see how I like them. I was thinking about making a bunch of little hats for summer wear to keep the sun off my neck when I'm out in the garden. So we'll work on that. That's something we'll work on. That's a new idea. I should really keep that one handy. The next one I want to show you is, let's see. Oh, Premier Home Cotton. And I've got a card on it. Hold on. Yeah, here it is here. Okay. The problem with Premier Home Cotton is it is only 85% recycled cotton and 15% polyester. You cannot use this stuff in a hot pad. Polyester will melt with heat. If you set anything hot on it, it's going to become very stiff and icky feeling. And no thank you. So, I use this for dishcloths, dish towels, drying mats, that kind of thing. Anything with water, it's great for. It soaks up the water real good. But I don't use it with anything that requires heat. Heat, not good. Water, good. It's not expensive. It's not expensive. It's only a couple of bucks. And it comes in a multitude of colors. And what I've used so far has not bled. So I haven't used any of the like deep dark reds and all that. But so far what I've used has not bled. Neither has this. This has not bled either. I've used dark colors in this and it has not bled. So it's pretty good yarn considering it's not 100% cotton though, just so you know. The last one on my list is Big Twist Cotton. Now I have a card in here, I thought for Big Twist. I might not. Yeah, I've got a script. We're not home. Hobby Lobby. No, I do not have one for Big Twist, which is sad because I'd forgotten I had some of it. Yeah. Big Twist is a good cotton yarn. It is 85% cotton, 15% polyester, meaning you cannot make a hot pad out of it. You can try if you want. I have never done it. I hear that it melts if you do that. That's from another YouTuber on YouTube. I don't know if it's true because I've not made any pot holders out of it. But it makes everything else just great. Now this stuff is, well, you could actually use this too. It's soft enough that you could probably make wearables out of it. All of it. All of this is soft enough you could make wearables. But it doesn't shred. It doesn't have the little fibers that come off and annoy me and taste horrible and feel like I have hair in my mouth. It is 107 yards. It is, now it says do not dry, but I have dried this stuff on many occasions. I throw all my kitchen stuff in the washer and in the dryer. I have dried it and I've had no problems whatsoever. So, it is a good yarn. I like it. It's soft. It doesn't give my hands a lot of trouble. It's not expensive. It's not expensive. The only problem is now with Joann closing, I'm not sure how you would go about getting it. So, anyway, those are all the yarns I've used so far and my opinions. If you know of a good cotton yarn that you've used and liked, let me know. Mention it. And I'll try to get some and maybe do a review on it. Because I do use a lot of cotton yarn. I've got a great big, you know those under the bed things where you would normally store like blankets and sheets and things? I've got one of those full of cotton yarn. Then I've got another tub full of Christmas colored cotton yarn. So, yeah, I use a lot of cotton yarn because I make various things for my house out of it all. So I hope the video helps you choose a yarn that you wind up loving. Cotton yarn is so versatile and so it's actually fun to work with. And the stuff you can make out of it, I made a little bag, you know, the little plastic bag holders. I made some of those out of this. I've made shopping bags out of it. I mean, there's no end to what you can do with cotton yarn. You can even make shopping bags out of this stuff. I've made a shopping bag out of this. And it works just fine. They do stretch a bit. This stretches a little bit. It's a little more stretchy than, let's say, this one. This is not as stretchy. They all will eventually stretch depending on what stitch you use, but they're not overly stretchy like an acrylic yarn would be. So, until next time, this is Lady De Winter reminding you you're never too old to do anything you set your mind to doing. I hope this has helped you. Happy crocheting. Just remember that, you know, there's a workaround for everything. You're never too old. Never. Bye-bye for now.